What's up everybody, it's Sean here and I am back today to give you guys a review of the Nike Air Max 2 Lite in the Blue Lagoon colorway. So today's video is sponsored by Reshoevn8r. For all you guys always wondering, how do I keep my kicks looking so clean? Well, the answer to that is Reshoevn8r. So they offer premium cleaning supplies meant to keep your kicks looking fresh, and for my viewers only, you'll be able to get exclusive pricing where you'll be able to save a ton of money down in the link below. So upon checkout, be sure to use code SeanGo to save. So jumping back into the shoes, these Air Max 2 Lites dropped earlier this year for a price of 140 USD or 185 Canadian dollars. The official colorway for this shoe is white, black, blue lagoon, and laser orange. Meant to mimic the look of the OG glass blue colorway that dropped back in 1994, this marks the first time that the Air Max 2 Lite has been given the retro treatment. So for those of you guys who have watched my Atmos Air Max 2 Lite review, this video is going to sound pretty much identical, but for those of you guys who haven't, I'll also add that video link down below. So the Air Max 2 Lite, as I've mentioned in my other video, is known for having this Air Max 2 air bubble. This differs from your traditional air bubble in the sense that there's two different densities in the airbag. So the outer edge is a bit firmer, and then the airbag found in the middle is a bit softer. However, we'll go into more detail in that later on in the video. So jumping straight into the upper, so the upper of the shoe is constructed using a wide variety of materials. As you take a look at the toe box, this middle area is constructed using this white colored mesh. Surrounding the edge of the toe box, we have this blue lagoon suede, which to the touch has a bit of a felt feel. And then stitched on top of this, we have these panels of white leather. As we move on to the midfoot of the shoe, so the blue lagoon sections on this area is done in blue nylon, and again we have these overlays of white leather. Stitched on top of this, we have this black Nike swoosh, and this is found on either side of the shoe. Surrounding the back heel, we have this large overlay of synthetic white leather, and then on the very back, we have these 3 hits of 3M. Found right in the center, we do have the Nike Air logo as well. At the base of the toe box, we have this lace lock or doubre. This is done in this clear plastic with this underlay of metallic silver. Intertwining through this, we have your laces, so these come standard with a flat style lace in white, and then underneath this, we have the tongue. So the bottom half of the tongue is done in white mesh, and the top half is done in that blue lagoon suede or felt. Found right in the center, we have the Nike Air Max 2 branding as well. So the interior of these Air Max 2 Lites is lined in this white textile, and then as I take out the insole, so these come with this very vibrant yellow colored insole, and then we have the Nike Air Max 2 Lite branding stamped on the heel in this blue lagoon color. So the upper of these Air Max 2 Lites sits atop this full length white colored Phylon foam midsole. Throughout the midsole, we have these sort of carvings found throughout, and then underneath the heel, we have the visible air bubble, which is done in this laser orange color on both the left side and the right side. And looking at it from the very back, this is done in teal. So as I mentioned from the start, this airbag is unique from your normal Air Max 1s or Air Max 90s in that it does feature dual densities. So if you were to slice this midsole in half, you'd be able to see an outer ring, so an airbag comprised of higher pressure, and then a smaller square in the middle that's filled with lower pressured air. So combining the two is supposed to give you more of a dynamic and responsive feel, which does help with the overall comfort. Flipping these over to the bottom, so here we have your outsole. So the forefoot is covered in this blue lagoon colored rubber. We have this triangular traction pattern running throughout, and then on the bottom heel, we have this overlay of black rubber. In terms of sizing, so my feet measures as a true size 10, slightly on the wider side, and I picked these up in a size 10. I do gotta say these do run bigger than your standard Air Max. So for Air Max 1s, for example, Air Max 95s and 97s, I'm usually a size 10.5, meaning I go up a half size. But for these guys, even true to size was a little bit big. Honestly, I probably could have fit the 9.5 if I wanted to. But in the case where I wanna wear thicker socks, for example, then the size 10 fit me perfectly. So overall, to be safe, I'd recommend sticking true to size, but just be warned, these do run a little bit bigger than your standard Air Maxes. Comfort-wise, so combining the Phylon midsole with this dual density airbag actually does make an improvement overall. I do gotta say this shoe is an improvement from a comfort standpoint compared to other Air Maxes like an Air Max 1, and they're also surprisingly breathable and lightweight as well. Last but not least, from a quality standpoint, so nothing crazy here. This suede or felt or whatever you want to call it feels pretty average, and it's pretty much just constructed out of a bunch of synthetic materials. So it's nothing premium by any stretch, but it's pretty much like any of your other retro Nike Air Maxes. So with all that said, now let me lace these up and I'll show you guys how these Air Max 2 Lites look on feet. Often lost in the shuffle of other more arguably iconic Air Max silhouettes, these Air Max 2 lights from 1994 sort of went under the radar. So far from what I've seen, these have been sitting in stores, and locally here in Toronto, one of our local boutiques, Exclusivity, already had these marked down on sale. So let me know in the comment section down below what you guys think of the Air Max 2 lights in this OG inspired Blue Lagoon colorway. If you guys like this video, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Give me a follow on Instagram at esco8, check out my Twitter account at sean.go, and visit my website at seango.ca. So before we sign off, one final thank you goes out to the sponsor for today's video, Reshoevnator. So once again, be sure to check out that link below to be able to grab your products for exclusive pricing for my viewers only. So until next time, thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys in my next video.